You're live. Thank goodness. Okay. Hello. Sorry it took me a second to get in here. For some reason, I think we had some sort of little issue and it wasn't letting me click the go live button. And so I've just been sitting here frantically trying to figure it out. Can you guys hear me and see me okay? I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a fun one, by the way, because I think it's been a minute and my gosh, there's a lot to go over today. Let's see. Greetings from outer space. Hello, Brian. I hope you're having fun in outer space. Let's see. Hello from Atlanta. Oh, this is going quickly. Hello, Jack. I don't know if Jackson is your name, but hello. Hello from New York. This is going on. Hello from Minnesota. Hello, Laura. Hello from Binghamton, New York. Tammy, I just had something delivered this morning from Binghamton, so hello. I'm very familiar with that little path right now. Hello from the Gulf Coast. Hello, Courtney. Hello from New Orleans. I love New Orleans. Hello, Luke. From Canada and Boston and Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. Okay, so how are you guys doing? I have a whole bunch of questions. Oh, wait, this is afternoon tea and I need tea. So hold on just one moment. Thank you so much, sir. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Hello from, is it Denver? Okay. Where do I begin? Let's start with Midsummer Scream because I did a Patreon, like a private Patreon meetup, and I fully thought it was going to be like 20, 30 people. And I was like, yeah, if we just do it in a room and I can personally, like, we can hang out and talk to people. And then it turned out to be more people than I anticipated. So if you were there, it was so lovely meeting you. And I'm so sorry it was so brief because I was expecting it to just be a few people and then we could all just like sort of lounge about and chit chat. And then the way it worked out, they couldn't orchestrate that. So they were just like getting people through kind of quickly. So thank you so much for coming to that. Hello from Michigan. Hello, Nellis. Is it Nellis? My eyes aren't the best at this distance. Okay. What do you guys think of the setup here? I literally spent the whole morning making cucumber sandwiches and just sort of getting all sorts of things ready so that we could have this all dressed up. And so, yeah, I figured why not make it a little bit fancy? And the sunlight keeps shifting and changing as it comes through here. So I may have to have the captive like adjust the camera a few times. Let's see. Oh, you like my brooch? Thank you so much, Martha. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think. Tim Metcalf, which by the way, thank you for the zester. Oh my gosh, I love it. This chair. I've been hiding this chair. I didn't even have this on my list to talk to you guys about. This is my fantasy chair. I have wanted one of these obviously forever. And I found one that is humongous. So like I'm tall, I'm like 5'11". And if I sit in a normal one, I look a little bit like a giant. And so I found one that makes me look itty bitty. And then I also found some others that are on the smaller side. This is the only one I found that was bigger, but I had it brought in and it's amazingly comfortable. So it's called an Emmanuel Peacock chair. And they're pricey and hard to get. So this one, I think, actually, I'm not sure where it came from. So it came from somewhere on the internet. Let's see. Oh, it's dark here in Scotland. Hello, Katie in Scotland. Bats have come to say hello. The bats are everywhere around here, I can tell you. I don't know what, somebody like passed the message along to the bats community and they they've been coming into the house a lot, and we've got to figure something out about that, because as much as I love them, I don't want rabies. Is it an antique? Yes. I don't know how old. If I had to wager a guess, I would think this chair is from maybe the 60s or 70s. Oh, they were common in the UK in the 80s. The strawberries look good. Oh, yay. Oh my gosh. And is that fencing outside new? Yes. Leslie, hi. We did without any kind of a fence anywhere on the property for just about 2 years. And then it was like, this has to happen. So we found like a great person, and then we had to wait like 9 months or something like that for them to actually put it in. So now the dogs have a place to sort of run free and enjoy themselves. Let's see. Carissa, I hope my thank you card got to you. Yes, it did, and I loved it. I'm the worst about getting back about things, so I loved it. I'm so sorry. I want to design my own stationery, because when I was in, where was I? Was that Venice? I think it was Venice. Last month we got like a bunch of like, what do you call it? It's like quill and ink or something like that. And so I actually started like playing with them. It's super easy. I thought it was going to be hard to do. And so now I need like my own like special like stationery. Do you still plan on hosting a Patreon Christmas party in the mansion? It's funny. Is it Alden or Aiden? Looks like Aiden. It's funny you should mention that, because I was just thinking about that before this live stream. I wouldn't have time to orchestrate it this year, but yes, I do think I want to do that. I'm going to have to be careful about how it's sort of orchestrated, just because you can have like an overwhelming situation happen really quickly. But yes, I plan on doing something in that vein, is the answer. Okay, how's the wallpaper coming along? Oh, let's see, is that Lisa that asked that? I have a funny story for you. So I designed that wallpaper that you guys all saw in that episode, and I sent it off to the place. Ooh, did you guys hear that? Was that Archimedes? He sneezes, kind of funny sometimes. So I sent it off to them to have it screen printed the way I wanted it to. They told me you have to adjust a couple things on it. And I've just been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, there should be like something that's not so cruel sounding to describe being super overwhelmed and busy, but I haven't had time to sit down and correct the thing that they need. And so I have to do that. And then once I do that, I'm going to be doing that within the next couple months. And then I'll be sending that off and then waiting for them to get me the actual paper. So while that's a little bit of a bummer, it is coming, but I can tell you guys a secret. Or yes, I'm going to have to tell you guys the secret. So I planned on doing this widow's walk thing up in the belfry, or the cupola, or yes. So I was going to turn it into a seance room, and this has been my plan. And then something has come up that I need to get a guest room ready upstairs. And so you guys are going to love that. It's going to be probably, assuming everything goes as planned, I will be having a special guest next month. And so I decided, let's do a bedroom makeover, a guest bedroom makeover. So that's what I started doing, thinking I could do that and then also do the seance room and then also do the decoration for the front of the house. But that was a little unrealistic. So now I'm restoring a guest room. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see, because we've already begun. We're pausing for the day to do this live stream, and I see people saying things. I'm not going to tell you who it is. It's a surprise. You don't want to, it's like Christmas. You don't want to say things. So anyway, I'm not saying any more about it, but there is going to be a guest bedroom restoration episode. I'm going to break it up into two things. One will be a public episode and one will be just for you guys. And it's going to be great, the one you guys are getting. And then also you guys get everything. So everything that's public you get too. And it's going to be I'm hand painting everything is where I'm going with this. I would love to like design a wallpaper and have it printed, but my gosh, some of these projects they take so long. It's like pulling at threads on a sweater and the whole thing starts unraveling. Um, but it's gonna be really neat hand painting, and I'm doing stuff to the ceiling that you guys are gonna see. So the thing I had delivered from Binghamton this morning was a bed that I found on Craigslist. I Every time I go to like find like a bed, I always end up just going to Craigslist and finding one, because you find something old and usually people that are willing to like deliver it, as opposed to like other things that are just so complicated and you have to wait a long time. So this is the second, I mean, it's honestly probably the fourth or fifth bed that I found on Craigslist, but for this house, it's the second. Let's see. I would love you to design more wallpaper. Stephanie, I'm glad you want that, because my gosh, I've got that in the works as well. This one that you guys saw is only the first that I'm doing, because that was kind of like an experiment to sort of figure out how to do it. And now I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Let me pour myself some tea. Ooh. I don't want to burn myself. Oh, it's not too bad. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's very pretty sounding. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Will you still be rebuilding the original carriage from the carriage house? Absolutely. I'm going to look really close. Aiden. Okay, just wanted to make sure I was getting that right. Yes, that's absolutely happening. But I am drowning in projects right now, which is amazing. I really, really love it. Oh wait, hold on. The sun has come out and it has gotten. I'm starting to look like, what's that 1980s scary movie, like the Lady in White or something like that? What type of tea today? I think this is a vanilla by Harney and Sons. I think that's right. Let's see. No more guessing as to who the special guest is. It's just going to be awesome. You will love it. I'm trying to think. Have you seen the Wednesday trailer for Netflix? Yes. And I mean, I don't even have to. I usually stop trailers because I don't want to like ruin anything for myself. But if Tim Burton's doing it, it's going to be incredible. So I'm not concerned, and I'm very, very excited. I am the most excited for Hocus Pocus of all things. That's the thing that I like can't stop thinking about. Plant-based macarons, I wish. These were one of the ones, I didn't even eat them. I just thought the boxes were really pretty. But no, I didn't see any of those when I went to the place. I just wanted the boxes out because they're pretty. How did you guys like the vacation episode? Tell me what you thought about that while I take a little sip here. Oh my gosh, I have a funny story. How did you survive the flight to Europe? So, let me tell you something. I told my mom I was doing this. In the vacation episode, I only showed you the things that went well. That doesn't mean things didn't go, is it calamitously? I don't know if that's a word. But disastrously. Some things went disastrously. So I learned a bunch of lessons, but I didn't want to subject you guys to the unpleasantries that happened and they all had to do with airports. I will tell you that. My dad warned us. He said, you don't want to go near airports right now. They're just like, everything's just madness right now. He did not undersell it at all. Like on the way to London, I made it look like we hopped from Boston to London and oh my gosh, it was perfect. Well, the flight had a layover in Frankfurt and we got to hang out in Frankfurt for 9 hours. So, because the first flight was late and then it was a nightmare and we survived it. And then flying from London to Zurich, in the video, it looked like it went beautifully. But what really happened was they lost my mom's bag. And I had to, they were like, well, we'll mail it to you. And I was like, we're in the middle of a trip and we can't, she's spent like months finding outfits for this trip. We can't just do without her luggage. And it was all of her luggage they lost. So we had to wait at that airport for, gosh, a long time. It was nighttime. And I think it stressed me out so bad they couldn't find the bag that finally when it was found, I like cried a little bit and like hugged the security person that found it. So it was very dramatic and I didn't want to subject you guys to that. And then on the flight home, they lost all of our bags, all of them. So we got back and had no bags. And I was about to go to Midsummer Scream and there was a whole thing that had to happen. So basically, it was a disaster every time we got near an airport. So something to keep in mind. You guys get to know which airline? Lufthansa. I mean, I think they're all really struggling right now. It's, you guys want to talk about getting mad? I'll tell you. So let's bring up the 2021 Patreon gift because it's done and it has arrived at the distributor. This has been like an odyssey that has been going on and on. It was supposed to be done in February. And the reason I chose this particular company was because they said they could get it done. And I don't want to say terrible things. I should, you don't want to speak ill of the dead, but they're still alive. So how can I say this? It takes an extraordinary amount of stuff to happen to get me like to get upset at like a stranger. But they managed it. So it's all done and I never have to work with them again. And it's beautiful. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, the end thing is incredible and I'm very, very happy and proud of it. But it was a lesson learned. And so those are going out. It's incredible. And I'm very, very excited about it. And then also this year's gift is I'm wrapping it up right now and it will be shipping out, I think, around December. So look forward to that. And my goodness, I'm excited for, the 2022 gift I'm really excited about. And it is not going to put me through what the last year did. Let's see. Any update on the graveyard contest? Martha, maybe I'm going to do that next month. I keep saying I'm going to do it next month. I'm going to do it next month because I need to really devote a good amount of time to like assessing a winner and then collecting the prizes. But I will be doing that. I will not neglect that. And that will happen before Halloween. So I think I'll turn it into a Halloween contest. It'll be exciting though. Halloween cards, Brenda, I'm in the process of getting them prepared. There's I'm going to have them done, I think, before Halloween. So one year I switched it to Christmas cards, but I think because there's so many things going on, I think I can pull this off. So stay tuned for that. But a card, a very special one and a very sinister one, will be going out this year. Need an assistant or two. Yes, but I just like being all by myself and having the captive. I get very like anxious around strangers. I don't know if you guys can hear little yappy Arthur Buttons. Let me tell you, we have a story to tell about Arthur Buttons. Let's see. Just get an army of captives. I would love that. I think this one captive though would dislike it. So, and he is pulling more than his weight. So let's see. When can you take time for yourself and the captive? That's a really good question. We will figure something out. Come to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Lots of haunted hotels here. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Do you need a gardener? Probably. Can we still update our Patreon pledge to received? yes, to get this year's gift, I have not shut that down yet. So once that's done, I will be shutting down those top tiers. So if you are interested in that, you should be in those tiers. So, oh, so you guys remember Arthur Buttons, right? Come here, Buttons. No, no, no. Come here. He's still alive, but he's not the same dog. Come here. Arthur Buttons. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's confused. There's a lot going on. Come here, little one. So, I don't know if you noticed him in the mulberry pie episode, but he was just a mass of hair. And we thought, oh, let's just take him to a groomer. What's the worst that could possibly happen? He just needs a haircut, and if it's bad, it will grow out. Well, it turns out it can be really bad. Let's see. Oh, little baby. Oh, look at you. Oh my goodness. They turned him into Precious from The Silence of the Lambs. They think he's a poodle. Look at you. Do you want to say hi to people? He's thinking. Oh, look at you. Okay, I'm going to turn into the something about Mary Lady. There's something about Mary Lady. Oh, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, are you done showing people your penis? Oh my goodness. Let's see what he wants to do. He is they call them a Velcro dog, and he really lives up to the name. He looks so adorable. He catfished me. He was this little tiny dark puppy, and then he just got older and turned into this like Scandinavian, like albino or something. I don't know. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I thought he was going to be like this dark and spooky little thing, and he is cute though. I will say that. Oh my God. Did you guys hear that? Okay, he yawns really, really cute. Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, Brian asked, what does the Mona Lisa Smile perfume smell like that I mentioned in the vacation episode? I can't describe it. It's like I don't know that I could say that it smells like anything that I can think of, but a little dessert-ish maybe would be the closest I could get to a descriptive, maybe with cigars or something. But it's really, really good. Oh, look, the sun went away and now it's all dark again. Every time I'm saying that, the captive is going and adjusting the camera a little bit. Can we all say hi to the captive? The captive. You guys, if you went to the Midsummer Scream thing, you did get to meet him, and it was very fun. We brought him out on stage, and it was amazing, amazingly fun. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the stemware is arriving. Not yet. Everyone is saying hi, captive. And if you met him, you can tell him how handsome he is, because he is a handsome fellow. He is so kind. He is wonderful. I can tell you, when I found him, because I found him in a parking lot, he just stood out as something special, and he has really lived up to that. Okay, let's see. So I've got a list of things to go down, and I have a couple questions. The first question is, would you like to see another vacation episode maybe in like a year or something? Because my mom and I had fun doing that. We filmed that whole episode on our phones, which it didn't look as good as I was hoping it would, just because you're on the trip and you're sort of enjoying the actual things. But if I learned basically a bunch of lessons that I feel like I could do that so much better if I brought like equipment, and like my mom's really, really amazing with camera work. So okay, so I'm seeing yes. Okay. So, oh no offense, but I didn't like it. Okay. Well, I see a lot of yeses and okay. Well, maybe I'll just do them once in a while, and you guys will get, like I said, I'm tackling everything. I've got, what do we have in the works? We're restoring a bedroom, which by the way, it's all hand painting. It's going to be amazing. we're doing the Monster House this year, which is I'm so excited about. Okay, let's see. And I'm not going to talk about other things because my gosh, are there so many? Okay, I wasn't expecting him to just fully make himself at home here. So I always make a list of talking points just so I don't forget anything. Oh my gosh. If you have a computer near you, Google Kelvinator Food-O-Rama. Food-O-Rama. I don't know if it's Food-A-Rama. It's a refrigerator. It's been my dream refrigerator for 10 years, I want to say, since I found it in an antique magazine. It was just an advertisement in this like 1950s magazine I was flipping through, and it's here. I found somebody who like hunts them down and restores them. Somebody did it, and I've been waiting a year for it to get here. And actually, I think I've been waiting 2 years almost, but it arrived, and it's so magnificent. We don't have the kitchen done, so I'm kind of saving like sort of the big reveal because it's going to kind of be like the star of the kitchen. But my gosh, does it lived up to everything I was hoping it would be. It's cream. I went with something kind of neutral because I do like colored refrigerators, but sometimes it can wear on you, I think. Anything too vivid. It is ginormous. I think it's one of the most sought after vintage refrigerators, and he completely restored it, and it's just incredible. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that was one, and I'm massively excited about it because we haven't had a vintage refrigerator here at the Mountain House. I had one, and they're fun. I like the sound that they make when you open them, and they work really good. And I feel like the way they were designed in the 50s, you can access things easier than you can on modern ones. Modern ones, stuff gets buried very easily in the back. Okay. What was the fridge with the rotating shelves? I think that it was a General Electric, and I don't know like the model. How was staying in your old home before? It was very fun because the captive had not been back to the old house since we had sold it. And so we had an amazing time. It's so peaceful and pretty up there. Okay, let's see. What? Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think. Gosh, I have so many exciting things to talk about. Where do I even begin? Something else, please tell us about your necklace. It came from Etsy or eBay, and it's a whole set, which is called I'm going to mispronounce this. I've said it before. Parure. It's the name for a jewelry, like a complete jewelry set. So it's usually like earrings, a brooch, a necklace, and a bracelet. Parure. I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I need to look up how that's pronounced. Am I saying it right? Parure. What was I talking about? So, hold on. I need to make sure. So Michael Simpson is a patron, and that's how. So I had mentioned that like I would love to talk to like a mortician, and he had sent like a little message saying, "Hey, I'm in Kentucky, and this is what I do." And so I gave him my number, and we have been texting about like all of these questions and things I wanted to know, and like kind of like nitty gritty details, which have been really, really fun. And so anyway, he has been able to locate an antique coffin for me, and he's bringing it here at the end of this month, I think, or the 1st of September, I think. And I'm going to have this really glamorous looking, like legit coffin in the house. I have wanted a coffin since I was a teenager, and I used to like ask my parents, and they just looked at me very strangely. I thought it would be fun to sleep in a coffin. I won't be sleeping in this, but it is going to be on display and it's going to be amazing. So I will be showing off all of that. Probably I'll work it into an episode and it will be really, really fun. Okay. Before I keep blathering, do you have any questions? And I can see, is it used? I wish, Claire, my gosh, would that be, oh wait, is it Sherry? No, it is not used, but I would love it if it was. Oh goodness. Okay, now we have Archimedes who wants to make an appearance. Oh, hello. Oh, we've gotten very bright. Oh wait, let me put you down. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I think he was having fun. Any new spooky stuff in the house or on travels? Nothing spooky happened on our travels except what happened at the airports. And in the house, I haven't been here all that much. I was like, I think in the month of July and into August, I was running around everywhere. And then this month, we've just been working. And I think the ghosts are really respectful and don't really, they give you your space is essentially what I think they're doing. Oh my gosh. My friend Midge Munster met you. I loved Midge Munster. If you guys look her up on Instagram, she's really, really fun. That was the most fun thing about Midsummer Scream, was meeting people face to face, because you kind of get to put like a face to the people that are, you know, obviously supporting you and like supporting your work. And it was really, really amazing. And I'm going to get to something that happened there. Okay. We're going to talk about something, but I need to put gloves on for this. So, I've been talking quite a bit. Where do you get your fake plants from? Adam, it's a website called Nearly Natural, and I love them, and occasionally you get one that's a little damaged. So just know that in advance. Okay, what was your mom's favorite place or thing in Europe? I'm pretty certain she said it was Venice. I'm pretty sure. And it was really, I mean, for me, it was kind of a tie between that Giesbach Hotel and Venice. Both of them were just heart-stoppingly pretty. They look so realistic. Thank you. I can't remember to like water real plants. So if they were real, they would be very appropriate for like a Morticia Addams chair, because they would just be dead. Let's see. What happened with the snooty staff? I can't say, because it wasn't like anything absolutely preposterous that was done. It's just, I don't like pretense. I don't like pretentious anything. And I don't know. Sometimes you just bump into people that use that as kind of a part of their personality, and which is fine, but it's not very fun to stay at a hotel when the people are like that. So what are you going to do? But luckily we were only there a single night. Where is the owl cabinet? It's in the, it was in the guest room that I'm restoring, but it's because I'm working actively in that room. It's been moved out of the room. You guys have wanted to see makeovers on the rooms. This is a good one. And it should be coming, I think, towards the end of next month. So if you're a little patient with me while I actually pull that off. And then we're also going to do, I don't know what it's going to be exactly yet, but we're going to do a craft along live stream in a couple weeks. And it's going to be fun and playful and like Halloween themed. Are you still loving the East Coast? Shar, is it Shar? Yes. Let me tell you, we went to California to do Midsummer Scream, and it's beautiful. But then you come back here and it's like, oh, I really like it here. And even going over to Europe and going to all of those places, they were like obviously completely fantastic, but it's really fantastic here, I think. It's so green, and I don't know, there's old buildings here, and there's just all sorts of things that I like. And so I love it here is the answer. Okay, let's see. What did the captive do while you and your mom went to Europe? He did captive things here at the house. In reality, he had some of his family out to keep him company some of the time. Let's see. Okay, I need to show you guys something really incredible. So people will send you things or gift you things sometimes that are just, they stop your heart. They're so amazing. And I've been given a few things that have just really been unbelievably incredible. And then there's something, sometimes you get something that you don't even know how to respond. Like, it's so mind-bogglingly cool, and they've put so much thought into it. And that's what happened at Midsummer Scream. And I'm going to embarrass them if they're watching, but I don't mind at all. I'm trying to think. I'm going to put gloves on for this because I think it's that special. So, two girls named Nikki and Kim made something for me and then brought it to Midsummer Scream. They would not let me take a picture with them, and I could have strangled them. These gloves don't really fit. But I'm putting them on anyway for fanciness sake. Oh my gosh, they really don't fit. Let me see if I can wiggle my little sausages in here. Okay, I don't have the most mobility, but this thing will be protected. Okay, so let's see if I show it this way. And I've got a little, oh wait, it's so dark. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna have this camera brightened up. Oh, now I have to, we're gonna brighten up a camera really quick because I want to show you something. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna hide it. Okay, brighter, brighter, up, up, up a little bit more. Perfect, that should be good. Okay, yay. All right, so I'm going to put this here and I'm going to show you something. They made a board game of basically our life here, which is just like, holy geez. I can't even imagine how much time and work was put into this. If you guys can, I don't know if you can zoom in, but the captive is here and Biggles' ghost is here. And I could just, so hold on, I've been keeping this like under a glass thing in a special room. But let's see, I'm just gonna show you some of it because it's just so neat, I had to. So this is a refrigerator and there's little tentacles coming out. It's amazing. And then there's this little like introductory thing. And it's mind-bogglingly cool. Like I said, I'm gonna come back here. I got it and I didn't open it until the evening when we were back in our room. And when I opened it, I just was like, I think my jaw hit the floor. I didn't even know what to say. I'm gonna try to see if I can't get this out without doing any damage. Let's see. And it's like it's a whole board game. All of the characters, like there's Arthur Buttons, Archimedes, Werewolf, everybody's here. The dress form is here. It's like the art and the animation is just like stop your heart amazing. So I'm not showing off. I'm just I was so floored by it. I don't know. It's about the neatest thing I think anyone's ever given me. And I hope they're watching because, my gosh, was I just absolutely blown away. And it's like an actual functional game that you can play. So, ah, I don't know if you can tell that I like it or not, but I really, really do. And I'm going to set that aside. Whew. And now I can take off these gloves that definitely don't fit. Doesn't mean I didn't commit a murder in them, but okay. Let's see. Do you have any last questions? Well, I have a little sip of my tea. Okay, hold on. By the way, cucumber sandwiches are amazing. There's a plant-based cream cheese, and you can get them like flavored. And it's amazing. They're so delicious, it's hard to believe. Oh, the game is amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've just like spent just sitting, like looking through everything, trying to be as careful as I possibly could. Was that an OJ reference? Maybe. What happened to Sunday at Midsummer Scream? So I'm prone to losing my voice. It's happened a few times, but it's usually like years in between. And of course, I lost my voice I started noticing it was happening like the day before Midsummer Scream. And then I showed up and I was doing everything I could to keep my voice going. And something about doing that, like, really messed me up. And I wasn't able to like follow through with like the second day at Midsummer Scream just because I thought I was going to pass out and I lost my voice. It was so bad. It was horrible. So that's what happened. I was very sad. Okay, let me make sure I've talked about all of the things that I wanted to. So the gift, like I said, the 2021 gift for the top tier is going out. Finally, thank goodness. We have a special guest coming next month, and this really, my gosh, is this room going to be whatever you're picturing? It's going to be better. Because I've got a whole plan for it. I'm trying to think. No, I don't know if that's interesting enough. We have a casket coming. That is interesting enough. A casket is coming. A real huge one. I think it's the same kind that Jacqueline Kennedy was buried in. And so was the president and I think a few other notable people. So it's like a really prestigious type of casket. How were the gourmet fries? Oh, we went to a restaurant in Venice that like literally it was just nothing but like animals, and I don't know. I've noticed this with when we went to basically outside of the U.S. Lots of the places that have like animals basically on the menu, they're like baby animals, like baby octopus, or I'm trying to think of like everything was just like barely legal veal or something. It was it was terrible. So everything on this menu was just like underage and terribly sad. So all we could order was French fries and dessert, and it was delicious. Thank goodness. Did everyone speak English? No, not everywhere. And I mean, we didn't expect that. But it wasn't as hard to travel in other countries as I thought it was going to be. Although I don't know how people did it before smartphones and you couldn't because it obviously guides you around everywhere you want to go. But it was fun. I mean, I absolutely loved it. It was like a once in a lifetime, just amazing, amazing trip. And I got to share it with my mom. So, and she was so excited about, did you pick up any Italian? I only know like 2 words, and I feel like if I say them, they're gonna, prego. Everyone kept saying prego, prego, which is, I think, you're welcome. And then grazie. Grazie. I always sound like I'm doing like a caricature of other, like, that's why I just avoid doing anything like that. Oh, where are you headed to next? Well, if we do end up doing a vacation episode, like in a year or more, or I don't know, it would be like Ireland, Scotland, Austria. I would love to go to the Black Forest in Germany and get some of those clocks that they do. It would be so neat, I think. Oh, and I want to drive. And she said, you're so brave for driving. Well, luckily everywhere we were driving you were driving on the normal, I say this is the normal side of the road, the side of the road that I'm used to. And I'm excited to go over there and rent a car and get on the other side. And hopefully I don't kill anybody. I don't think I will. Do you have anything you can tell us about the progress of your Disney kitchen? I don't, but I'm really hoping it happens next year. So it will be happening next year. We just have to have that done. So, and it's going to be, I want to say this, the monster house I'm planning is going to be mind-blowing. And then when we do the kitchen, it's just going to be heart-stopping. Okay. You guys, I haven't eaten anything today, and I think it's time to do that. Like I said, we have so many fun things coming up. We're going to be, you'll see me again in just a couple weeks. We're going to do a fun fall-themed craft along. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to see if I can't get this room finished up. It's going to be amazing. I can't, so like a casket, a house decoration thing, just brace yourself because the next few months are going to be really, really exciting if I can survive it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will see you again very, very soon. And in the meantime, take care of yourselves.